Hey folks, the Trash Man here. Today I want to talk about just kind of TF2 in general for its state. I haven't played it in about a week or so, and you may be asking why. Well, that's just because I do feel like right now there is a bit of there's obviously been a pretty big, decently sized player drop right now for Team Fortress, and and I think it speaks to kind of just the full thing right now with Team Fortress 2 is that Team Fortress 2 right now is basically on a lifeline. And it kind of made me realize that more and more. Like, yeah, you could say before, yeah, this game's on a lifeline, but it made me realize that people now that they had the taste of the summer update, and what at the very least the community could do for it. I it it's crazy because what is it? The only reason that we waited, that the what is it? That the player count was, been high, pretty decently high for so long, and is now starting to dip, is because people waited for the summer update for give or take like 6 or so months, or 5 or so months, and once they got it, they were like, "Hey, this is pretty good," but I mean, what's going to be the point of the next thing? Like, I mean, we can't expect, Scream Fortress to be, having permanent content added to the game. We don't know if there's going to be any special twists. Valve hasn't said anything to us. Valve, the last time they contacted us about Team Fortress 2 was, during back when they told us about the summer update. They haven't said anything about, Scream Fortress having special things from the community. They never said that it was going to be a special thing. They just said summer is. So, I don't know. The Stream Fortress is gonna be coming soon, and I'm pretty worried about potentially a lack of the community content. I'm worried about it just kind of just being a standard run of the mill garbage seasonal stuff, because I think the summer update was definitely probably the best seasonal stuff we've had in nearly a decade, maybe even a decade, and you know, and I feel like for the most part, it will be very hard for Team Fortress to, especially since we don't have any expectations set for Scream Fortress, because Scream Fortress last year sucked. And I'm gonna be honest, I admit it. It sucked. Last year it sucked. That's when I got into the game. Scream Fortress sucked. It had bots all over, which, right now we kind of do have more bots coming in, but it's what is it? We had all the bots coming in, and there was just nothing special about it. And we don't have any confirmation that it's going to be anything special. So why care about Scream Fortress, I really want Valve, sorry, voice crack. I really want Valve to just at least communicate with us more. Say, "Hey, we're gonna, expect some pretty decent things this year for Scream Fortress. We're gonna have some fun. But they never do. They just kind of want to leave the game to rot, I feel like. And maybe that's now more than ever that they are. And it sucks because we haven't gotten word. I'm very eagerly cautious about Scream Fortress this year. If it's bad, then this will be probably a very big blow to TF2. The summer update brought in a very high, new count player peak, 253,000, which was amazing. But now the game can't really hold those players right now. I mean, it's holding 69,000, like 60 or so thousand players, which, for a game, to say, oh my goodness, this game's not in the rudder. It's fine, but it is pretty scary to think that TF2's lifeline is special events. And I really think that this is a terrible thing for a game to be only kicking 100K players just because of an event. I mean, granted, I guess 100K players, but like any kind of K players, I guess. I feel like it's important for a game to be able to, at least hold a fraction of the of like a player peak. Like, and the thing is, the player rate before the summer update was over 70,000 average, maybe 80,000. And now it's 60,000 from what I've been seeing. This is scary. This is a very scary thing for TF2. It n- instead of gaining more new players, the new players just played for a month and saw, oh, well, it's over. So guess I'm just gone. And they disappeared. They never, and it's because what is it? I mean, why have the incentive to play if the game itself, you have to go out of your way to find servers that don't have bots. And those servers that you have to go to out of your way for will have much more skilled players that probably won't give you a little break. But it's just kind of a scary thought because bots really are kind of a bane, but it's much more of a pain when, newer players don't know how to access community servers very well, or they don't know what the good ones are. So they just have to go Godspeed into pubs, and the pubs are filled with bots, and then they get mad and they leave. Anyway, this is too long. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.